Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. We take a look at the Solana chart from a technical analysis point of view, an Elliott wave technical analysis point of view, which is a sentiment-based analysis method. It gives us a really good idea of where we are in a larger cycle. I'm thinking of the market in terms of Elliott wave cycles, which are typically characterized by 5 wave movements into the trend direction, and then 3 wave movements as a counter trend move, as a pullback, as a correction of the initial trending move. I'm not so much thinking of the market as in crypto cycles, right? So what we normally expect is a 5 wave move up, in this case, into the trend direction, and then this one should be followed by a corrective pullback in a 3 wave structure. So what we're tracking here on the Solana chart is a 5 wave pattern which started in 2022. Wave 1 completed, the wave 2 completed in June 2023. The third wave rally was the strongest element of the trend, and it completed in March 2024. The fourth wave is often a sideways correction, which it was in this case as well. It basically simply moved sideways. And we could now be working on wave 5. From an Elliott wave perspective, the 5 wave move, when it's complete, is typically going to face a correction. So that means 5 waves up and 3 waves down, which means a higher low should form in a correction. And what I've labeled as 5 wave move up would then be called a wave 1 of an even larger 5 wave move. So it's the start of an even larger uptrend. The move down, the counter trend move, the correction, is a wave 2 and should form a higher low. And this is typically an opportunity, typically. So we have to be a bit patient. I mean, at the moment, what does that mean? It means that we are probably close to the end of a larger rally that started roughly 2 years ago. The next correction should form a higher low, so it would most likely not break below the 2022 low, which means it would probably be just a counter trend move in an overall uptrend and could present an opportunity, because what we know in Elliott wave is that a third wave, which should follow after the next correction, that's typically the strongest rally in a cycle. And it might take the price to $1,000, $1,500 plus. Now, it is important to understand that a third wave is typically the wave, the rally that is the strongest. So we see that here also in the rally that happened between June 2023 and March 2024. The third wave was the strongest rally. And then within the third wave, the internal third wave was also the strongest again. So it's typically that third wave which is very strong, and we want to get positioned as Elliott wave traders. We like typically to get positioned for the third wave. Now, the way to do that is to accumulate in a wave 2 correction, which on a smaller time frame happened in June 2023, and you know what happened afterwards. Now, on the larger time frame, this will happen again soon. We have not yet formed the top probably, but this is what I'm going to watch for over the coming weeks and months. Now, when we zoom in a little bit, you can see that the market has started an internal wave 5 in August 2024. We're moving up, but it's very messy. It's a very slow structure. It's very overlapping. It's not really very impulsive anymore to the upside. And the move to the upside from the August low is already a 5 wave move. But based on certain Fibonacci extensions which we use to identify targets, the assumption is the market should form one more high, as labeled here on the chart in yellow. So what we like to see is not only waves 1, 2, 3, 4, we also want to see a healthy 5th wave, which, based on the structure we are seeing, should be a 3 wave move in itself. I don't want to go into too much detail here about the structures, but the main projection point towards the $360 to $380 target area next as the next milestone target. That would be ideal if the market could get there. For now, we are not there yet, and the market is in a local pullback. So that's what we're going to watch for as long as the market holds above the January low. So now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. I've added here to the chart an ideal target range for this internal third wave. Price broke below the red line. That was our signal that circle wave B has topped. I shared yesterday already my idea that this here could be a wave 1 to the downside and 5 waves, a wave 2 to the upside. The resistance area held. A break above resistance would have confirmed an upside breakout, whereas a break below the red line confirmed the direct downside breakout. And you see it's already moved quite a bit since that signal. It also moved quite a bit from the resistance area. First target area here, $229 to $216 for this internal third wave. We could get another 4-5 pattern to complete the move. Wave 5 might reach $209 or $190. What we don't want to see in this move is a break below $190. So I think, however, at the moment, trend is still down locally. It would be ideal eventually to get a move below the B wave low. Okay, that seems probable. And as I said, it would be likely that this internal third wave reaches the blue target zone. What we can do as well is identify a target just for the C wave, not just for the internal third wave. So for the C wave, we're tracking the 100% extension of the initial A wave. Let's see where that takes us. It takes us to, $209 to $190. So essentially, there are 3 levels that we could watch for the 5th wave down between 209 and 190. Now, could a low form earlier? Sure, but we would need a break above initial resistance to confirm that further. So what would be that initial resistance? So what we do, we track the current length of that currently running third wave down. And I mean, initial resistance I would call here between 249 and 238. But the third wave isn't even clearly finished, so it will be adjusted. But I wanted to give you at least some initial resistance level to watch. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.